On the beautiful campus of Rochester University and inside of Garth Pleasant Arena, this is Warriors basketball on the Rochester Sports Network. Alongside my broadcast partner Trent Fagan, I'm Stephen MacDonald saying hello everyone and welcome to our broadcast as the Rochester Warriors host the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. The Warriors come in 4-5 on the season and 1-2 in conference play after a midweek setback at Madonna. The Blue Devils are 2-4 overall and 2-2 in the WAC, but fell last time out to Indiana Tech. The Warriors are led by the strong play of J.C. Summers with 16 points and 5 rebounds per game on 52% from three-point range to begin conference play. The Blue Devils are led by Maggie Long's 11 points and 1 steals per game so far this season. We'll bring in my broadcast partner Trent Fagan on the other side with tip-off between Rochester and Lawrence Tech next on the Rochester Sports Network. And there you have it. Pre-game festivities have wrapped up from inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. That is the word from our PA announcer, Mark Stowers, Stephen MacDonald, and Trent Fagan here with you. Warriors getting set to jump it up with the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils.
Yeah, Steve, this is going to be a great game. I can already tell the energy in here is just unmatched, unparalleled from any game I've seen so far.
Summers jumps it up with Kate Jacobs. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll go to the right side of your screen with the Warriors. It's Summers, Celeste Mershimer, Ashley Loon, Amari Martin, and Melanie Moore to begin the game for head coach Jared Ocampo. Dominique Evans, Addie Nagel, Kate Jacobs, who just jumped it up, Maggie Long, who we highlighted in the open, and Jade Ferris, the 5 to begin for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, every women's game, Steve, is just really fast-paced, and I think that's the key to Rochester's offense here is just keeping that fast pace, trying to get inside, kicking it outside right now.
Martin on the drive, 8 to shoot as she dishes to Summers. She'll charge in,
Tough
throw
shot.
up a shot, spun it around, and popped out. 2 seconds and 1 on the shot clock.
Rochester ball, it looks like. Down at this end, we stay.
Yeah, that shot from Summers did hit rim. Doesn't look like they reset that shot clock, so it does go to 20. 32 seconds already gone in our ball game. Out high for Mershimer.
Good ball movement so far from Rochester, but good defense by Lawrence Tech here. They're keeping it nice and tight right now.
Mershimer
Tough
steps
shot.
in. Off
Good
glass,
rebound.
no. Melanie Moore, yes, on the putback. Trying to push the pace up the floor was Evans, one of the starting guards for Lawrence Tech.
She hits him with a hezzy. Good move. Passes the ball off, though. Inside we go. Stolen by Rochester.
Poke away from Melanie
Ooh,
Moore.
stolen back, though.
Mershimer had her pocket pick, driving. Can't hit, some contact underneath as Amari Martin hit the deck. Throw it up ahead on the lay-in. Good for Melanie Moore. Back-to-back buckets for number 34 to begin play. Comes in averaging 9 points per game and looks like she gets up for the block this time at the other end.
She's just all over right now. Playing both sides of the floor really well so far. Setting up a play by Rochester.
Mershimer has it, averages just about 5 assists per contest this year for the Warriors. Summers backs up with it from the free throw line, gives off to Mershimer with 6 to shoot.
Amari.
Step back,
No good.
clangs off the rim, no. Rebound pulled down by the Blue Devils. And Dominique Evans.
Ooh,
Whistle.
Rochester gets a good call.
An offensive foul, trying to set a screen. Warriors up 4 with the basketball, both buckets coming from Melanie Moore. The foul went on Jacobs a moment ago. 3 is up and long from Mershimer. Tie up on the rebound. And the possession arrow favors Lawrence Tech. Melanie Moore once again was there with possession of the basketball.
She's going for a double-double already. We're not even 4 minutes into this game here, Steve. Good move inside. Jump stop. Kicks it out. Dishes it out one more time for the 3.
Straightaway 3, too much on the shot attempt from Kate Jacobs.
Little mistake there, already starting early. Playing for the same team, trying to go for the ball, and both hit it out of bounds.
7:17 to go in the opening quarter. Baseline inbound for the Blue Devils.
Oh,
Pass
stolen.
intercepted by Amari Martin. She has a 2-on-2 the other way. Mershimer gives it right
Good
back
pass.
to her.
Oh, up and under, no good. Blocked. Steve, she is Rochester's all-time steal leader, and she is just making a case for it right now, getting another one on the board for her.
She accomplished that feat that you mentioned, Trent, back last time we were here about a week and a half ago against Aquinas. Comes in 2.4 steals per game. That shot comes off the rim, rebound down to Evans. She'll send it up the floor. Try to post up down low for Ferris, working on
Another steal.
Summers.
Oh, dish it right back, though. A little scrappy play. We love to see it.
Warriors do pick it off the floor. 6:45 to go in the quarter. Still 4-0 after a couple buckets by Melanie Moore.
Oh, there are
On
3.
three,
There it is.
Ashley Loon triples.
Love to see it downtown, Splash Town.
Warriors up 7. Lawrence Tech still looking for their first bucket. Driving in, off glass, can't hit. Offensive rebound over in the corner. And looks like we'll get a foul on the baseline. They'll get Amari Martin for her first. As
Oh, they're
Grace
talking with the
Lotus
coaches.
comes in.
This has been a defensive battle so far here, Steve, but no luck for the Blue Devils. Trying to get on the board still. Trying to set up a play here. Ooh, has he
Looked
faked?
at the three, steps back. She'll try the three. Again, just too hot on the try. Warriors get it into the front court with Mershimer. And we'll get an offensive foul. Looks like this could go against Lotus here. And it will go against number 4. Just trying to clear out space on that screen. Just a little overly aggressive.
Talking with the ref right now, understanding what the foul was. Fix that mistake. It's going to be crucial for this game right now.
Dee Smith into the game for Lawrence Tech. Had the ball there just a moment ago, 0 in blue. They'll send it out high for Evans. Try to zip a pass in, deflected by Lotus, and off and running come the Warriors. Step through Mershimer, got it. Some contact on the shot, got it to fall, no call. 9-0, Warriors lead, 5:38 to go in the first quarter. We've got a timeout called, and we'll step aside on your home for Warriors basketball. .538 to go in the first quarter. Warriors lead it 9-zip. And while we have a moment, I'd like to remind you to follow the Warriors on Twitter and Instagram at RUWarriors for all the latest news and scores.
The battle of the paint right now is going to be crucial for either team, and Lourdes has just been great down there defensively so far ever since she's been put in the game, stopping them, causing some turnovers.
Smith out of the timeout, drives in, high off glass with the right hand, and the rebound away to the Warriors. That's now 0 of 4 from the floor for Lawrence Tech. The Warriors, meanwhile, have made 4 shots. They're 4 out of 10.
Collision with our own teammate. Mari in, nice move.
Martin
with the Euro.
splits the D and lays it in. Warriors now into double figures. It's 11-0. And how about this? 7 turnovers already for Lawrence Tech, a team that averages 17 per game. 3 from the corner side, no. Smith on the rebound. There it is, the first bucket of the afternoon for Lawrence Tech.
That's a tough bucket, too. You love to see the aggression, the offensive rebound, too, and then just going up straight with it.
Shahad Bakar gives off Lotus. She'll get it right back from number 4. Curling all the way to her left.
Up and under.
Through some contact.
Ooh.
Give me that. Shahad Bakar, excellent individual effort. Goes all the way in and scores it off glass. 13-2 with 4:20 to go in the first. Couple subs over at the scores table for the Warriors. 3 on the way. Offensive rebound for Ferris. Comes in averaging just about 6 rebounds per game, does Jade Ferris.
And that's going to be the key to their game. That's the only reason Rochester is giving them a chance is because of these offensive rebounds. Looks like we got another foul on the floor there, Steve.
Smith on the drive in got fouled. Looks like they got Amari Martin.
Her second already. That is not good. She is a very effective player, either coming off the bench, and she's actually starting this game there, Steve, which is not unusual but she is usually a bench player, a role player for this team, a scrappy defender. So getting 2 already is very, very crucial for the Blue Devils to take advantage of.
Smith at the free throw line. First one comes up short. Smith averaging about 18 minutes per contest this year. She'll come off the bench to begin this one, seeing some early minutes. Clock at 4:01 to go in the first quarter. Second free throw does go through for her. Bakar sends it up the floor, goes far side for Riley Place, who's come in for the Warriors, as does Ella Berger, who had it just a moment ago. Dribble handoff for Mershimer. Stumbled with it, has 14 to shoot.
Kicking it inside, kicking it back.
Mershimer off glass, got it. Throws up the shot with the right hand, had the right touch to it, and the Warriors' lead is back to 12.
I like that little pass inside, pass directly back outside there. That is a very effective play. Has been working for them so far in this game. Some tight defense we got here from Rochester.
Bakar was just harassing
Ripped.
Sierra Robinson, and the Warriors come away with the steal.
Oh, she's in the spin cycle right now.
Berger with it. 3:05 to go in the quarter. They'll send it this side for Riley Place. Bit of a pick and roll that time with Lotus. 8 to shoot for the Warriors as Mershimer bounces
Backdoor.
it in. Had it blocked, ripped away out of the hand of Grace Lotus.
A wide open 3 here.
3 in transition. Off the mark from Maggie Long, as Melanie Moore will check back in.
Showing off her handles here early, bringing it up the floor currently.
It's Bakar who gets it back from Melanie Moore, has Riley Place, Ella Berger, and Mershimer on the floor. 13 to shoot as they go inside looking for Melanie Moore.
Get the ball back though. Ooh, tough foul.
And a rip and a foul on Dominique Evans, just trying to rip that ball out. That'll be the first on Evans, team second. 2:20 to go first quarter. Bakar gets it back from Melanie Moore. She'll step back, sends it to the free throw line for Mershimer. Off glass, can't hit, and the rebound down to Jade Ferris.
Tight game defensively, even though the scoreboard doesn't show. Ooh, travel called on the floor. Can't do that. Packer bags.
Looks like Robinson called for the travel as she went to hand that ball off. And again, just 3 points to begin the game, just about 8 minutes in for Lawrence Tech, a team averaging 58 points per game. The Warriors average 74 per game, including just about 70 in conference play. That's good for third in the WAC. Their lead is 12. Mershimer working to her left. She'll go in high off glass and puts it in.
Signature left hand of hers is working.
Just scooted right by the defense, got all the way to the rack, and with 90 seconds to go in the first quarter, the Warriors lead at 17-3.
Ooh, another pickpocket, almost.
Dribble it off her foot that time by Robinson. 10 to shoot for Lawrence Tech.
Oh, she goes in. Jump ball. Jump ball.
Tie up, possession arrow to the Warriors. 1:11 left in the quarter.
No one can ground any room here. This defensive battle scoreboard does not show it, but I promise you it is.
Smith and Robinson go to the bench. Jacobs and Long back in for the Blue Devils. Final minute of this first quarter. Mershimer steps back for 3. Jumps off the rim. Rebound down to Evans. She'll try to push the tempo. Ooh. Shot is blocked. My goodness. Celeste Mershimer gets back on D and rejects that shot from Jade Ferris.
Shrugging it off as well. Looking at the bench. Bench was going crazy for her. chase down block. Love to see it.
Baseline inbound, trigger comes to Kate Jacobs. They'll back it in, turning and scoring. Got it to roll through for Ferris.
30 seconds left on the clock, just about.
Out high with it is Bakar.
About an 11-second difference between shot clock and passing inbounds. Ooh, stolen though.
Bakar tried to go down low for Melanie Moore. She was bracketed in the paint. Final 20 seconds of the quarter. Shot clock is off. They'll kick it outside. One more pass. Looked at the three. She'll drive in. Free throw line jumper. Bangs off the back of the rim.
One more
Warriors
possession.
Have one final push left. Berger in. Off glass. Too strong. And one final hoist will come up short. And at the end of one, the Warriors in control of that first 10 minutes of play. 17-5 is our score after one. We'll step aside. Second quarter on deck on your home for Warriors basketball. Warriors lead at 17-5 after one. They shot at 44% in that opening quarter to just 2 of 11 for Lawrence Tech. Dump it inside, swatted away by Ella Berger.
Yeah, the inside battle, like we said before, has just been crucial for either team. It's just Rochester is coming up on the other side of things with the scoreboard.
Driving Mershimer, slams on the break, outside wide open three for Riley Place. And the rebound pulled down by Jacobs. Ooh. Scrap for it down low from Mershimer. And looks like they'll get her for the foul.
Scrappy play all game from either side. Rochester's just come up on the good end of it.
Blue Devils had 11 field goal tries in that first quarter, had 10 turnovers in that first 10 minutes. A big reason why the score reads as it does. On the post, backing in, turning was Ferris. She'll put it up. Got it. Counted and one.
Good play. She gave her that fake shoulder, the dream shake, as you will. Went baseline, up and under, and one. Looks like a full rotation here from the Warriors.
Looks like they'll send most of the starters back in for Coach Ocampo. The only difference is Lotus comes in for Moore. And looks like Riley Place will stay in as well.
Looks like a medical confusion. Someone got cut.
Yeah, looks like they're looking at Mershimer here.
Jammed finger. Need a Band-Aid.
At the free throw line when we resume will be Jade Ferris. for Ferris comes in 29 minutes per game this year. That's good for second on her team as she swishes in the free throw. So a 3-point play for the Blue Devils. We'll see if that gets them going a bit. Pushing Mershimer inside for Lotus.
And foul. Had her jumping in the air at nothing.
Timed that jump well that time did Lotus. As you said, Trent, just got her defender airborne, then went straight up with it.
Now, I don't know if you saw that, but it looks like we have some trap play coming out early from the Blue Devils. That is a Rochester Warriors special that they like to run pretty early in games, Steve. I've seen before that this team will, from the get-go, start running the trap.
Foul goes against Jacobs. Lotus at the free throw line. First one's good. And this is a Warriors team that for the season so far has not shot it all too well from the free throw line, just about 64%. Lotus loads up the second free throw off the back end. Just the first two free throws of the day for the Warriors there coming from Lotus.
Another turnover.
Pass down low, too high for Ferris, taken back by Rochester. They lead it by 10. Mershimer took a look, and that's a nice jump shot from the paint.
Her separation game has been amazing so far, just making those split decisions. All the girls for Rochester have been just making the good decisions today.
And we've talked about the passing ability. 3 is up and comes off one hop off the rim. We've talked about the passing ability of Mershimer this year, 5 assists per game. Also averages almost 13 points per game as well, so a very capable scorer. She's up to a team high and a game high 8 as Lotus on the up fake lays it in.
Just as you were saying, she gets another assist under her belt. And a great bucket from Lords.
2 minutes gone in this second quarter. The lead for the Warriors has ballooned back to 14. Ferris outside, step up 3 in.
Splash.
Gracie Bobo triples.
They're going to need a lot out of her tonight if they're going to try to get themselves back in this game. Down by 11 right now.
Just the first 3-point make for the Blue Devils so far this game. They'll go back down low for Lotus, let her go to work. Turns, goes up with the left
the foul,
hand.
though. She didn't like anything she saw, so she said, let me do it myself. Got the foul for it.
Subs for both teams as Julia Huey comes in. As Ella Berger comes in for the Warriors, Celeste Mershimer will go to the bench. 7:24 to go in the half. Lotus bends at the knee. First free throw comes off. Warriors 1 of 3 to begin the game at the free throw line. All 3 coming from Lotus so far. Second one. Couple hops around and falls. So back-to-back trips to the line for Lotus. She goes 1 out of 2 on both. Swing it around. Looked at the
got
three.
her ankles.
She'll step back.
Ooh, can't make the highlight reel though.
Julia Huey with the 3-point try. To the front court comes Shahad Bakar. Backing in at the free throw line, dribble hands off for Ashley Loon.
Floater, ooh, offensive
rebound
Scrappy
for Lotus.
Ball. Oh, go to the floor though.
And looks like we'll stay at this end on the tie-up.
You gotta respect the no trash talk when both of your players are on the floor. The sportsmanship here is incredible.
Inbound comes to Loads. She dribble hands off for Bakar. Summers with it for Riley.
Deep
Plays
three.
for 3.
Good box out by LT.
That box out courtesy of Huey. Swing it around this way for Julia Huey. Tries to go down low for Ferris, double teamed, and she'll get fouled. We'll see who it's on. Warriors had 2 players down there.
I don't like that call there. Both of them looked like they were straight up. I don't know if I agree with that call there, Steve. Tough bucket. Both of them standing straight up, but nothing you can do, though.
They'll give the foul to Shahad Bakar. That's just the first foul on her. Free throw is through for Jade Ferris. 6:26 to go in the half. For my broadcast partner, Trent Fagan, I'm Stephen McDonald. Second free throw's up and off. Lotus pulls it down.
See if they can set up a play here, break that defense that has just been wearing them down so far for Rochester.
Bakar to her left. Into the game has it now is Reagan Clark.
Fade
turns,
away.
fires,
Woo!
and fills it. Excellent shot, fading back by Reagan Clark.
Fade was nice. She liked the shot. Took it about 2 defenders on her, looked like.
Clark hasn't played a ton this year, averages just 9 minutes per game, but came in before that shot, 9 of 21 shooting on the year, adds to that total with her last. 3 is up by Addie Nagel. 13-point lead for the Warriors. 5.5 to go in the half. Free throw line jumper, Clark, too strong.
It's not a bad shot either, just did not fall in there.
Coach Ocampo wants a travel as his team comes away with the board.
Now we see that fast-paced offense from both teams here starting to pick up here halfway through this second quarter.
And one thing, last time we were here last Tuesday against Aquinas, the Saints really tried to get out and run against the Warriors, push the tempo quite a bit. Warriors have done a much better job of that so far this afternoon.
Running
Bakar on the
Ooh,
floater,
shooter's
pinballs
touch.
around and down.
She's got shooter's touch there for sure.
Whistle and a foul. Looks like this will go against Bakar. 4:38 to go in the half. 27-12 is the score. Warriors have been in front since the jump. We'll step aside on your home for Warriors basketball. .438 to go in the first half. For my broadcast partner, Trent Fagan, I'm Stephen McDonald. Warriors lead at 27-12. As we said before that break, Warriors have led it from the jump. Warriors come in 1-2 in conference play so far as Ferris backs in, has it blocked by Lotus.
She's just been on both sides of the floor here today, making an impact no matter where she's at.
Warriors also lead the all-time series 9-4, including a 4-3 mark at home. Summers sends it outside, Clark for 3.
Oh, can't make a drop though.
Battling for it on the baseline was
Good
Ashley
play.
Loon.
She threw it off her shin and somehow they did not get it. Rochester ball. Good hustle play out there from the Warriors.
That'll send Melanie Moore back in. She'll spell Grace Lotus. And you're right, Trent. Saw it as soon as she tapped it. Loon kind of pointed at the baseline at the right side, kind of saying it's going to stay here. She knew it from the time she let it go. Shot no good from Moore. 4 minutes to play in the first half. Up fake at the free throw line. Passes off for Ferris.
Double team. Leaves are open. Baseline.
Again, head fake driving in. Can't hit the shot, but a whistle and a foul. Couple head fakes there from Addie Nagel. Earns her a couple free throws.
Yeah, the LT bench really wanted that and one. They were praying for it to hit off the rim, go in for them. Especially down 15 so far here in the game. See if she can make it happen at the line.
First free throw is good from Nagel. Comes in third on the team in minutes per game. She averages 27 per. Trying to cut into the deficit a bit at the free throw line and does, gets both.
That'll help them from right now, but they got to stop this high-powered offense from Rochester. Kind of just doing whatever they want here so far.
Clark swings it around for Mershimer. They'll go down low. Melanie Moore gets the two right back.
Great pass, though. Threaded the needle between two LT Blue Devils. She went up, got her 2 buckets.
Nagel with it. She'll drive into the heart of the defense and throw it away in the corner. Wanted Maggie Long on the pass.
You got to feel like there's some panic so far with only 3:20 left at the half. Kind of desperate for some points here. Got to make it happen, though.
Jade Ferris leads the Blue Devils with 6 points, and we talked about the player in our open, Maggie Long, leads the Blue Devils with 11. She's 0 for 2 shooting so far on the afternoon, has no points.
And I don't know if you saw that, Steve, but the two who just communicated that last play, Moore was telling her, hey, scoot off to the left a little bit, push off her a little bit, I can get it right to you. I like that communication out of those teammates.
Mershimer driving and gets fouled. Celeste Mershimer forcing the issue there, 2:47 remaining in the half. Her efforts in transition will send her to the free throw line. Mershimer, a game-high 8 points. She's 4 of 9 from the floor. Also has 2 assists so far in this first half.
She is their jack of all trades player, and right now she's using her skill set to take a commanding lead over the Blue Devils. Makes the first free throw.
If she can sink the next one, that would give her 10. First player in double figures, and does.
Look at that. She's rewarded with some time on the bench right now. Give her a breather. Been doing it all for us right now.
Smith on the drive. They'll swing it outside. Comes all the way around for Nagel. Send it outside one more time. 3 is up.
There it is.
And through. Looks like that's Gracie Bobo.
Flash.
Lawrence Tech. Still a chance to cut into this deficit a bit before the half. We've got 2 and 17 to go in the half. Summers being pressured out high by Smith. The car goes handoff for Loon, who lost it out of bounds, but they'll say it was swatted out by Addie Nagel. That leaves 8 to shoot for the Warriors.
Still a lot of game left, but you love to see the scrappy defensive play. Ooh, timeout looks like it.
2:03 to go in the half, 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Warriors. That leads to a timeout called by Coach Ocampo. He wants to set something up here. 31-17 is our score on your home for Warriors basketball. Well, it's been a much better second quarter from the Blue Devils than it was in the first. They were outscored 17-5 in the first. It's 14-12 here in the second. 5 to shoot for the Warriors out of the timeout called. They need to put up a shot. Loon does. Ooh. And can't get it off the back of the iron. Offensive rebound from Ella Berger. Bakar pumps the brakes, up fake. Can't hit the shot.
Good move up and under. She did. Got her in the air, went back, just couldn't make it drop.
Minute 35 to go in the first half. Up fake again from Nagel. Gets caught on the baseline. Outside driving Smith. Rolls it in off glass.
Up and under play once again. Got her missing, got her reaching.
Driving baseline was
looks like some contact there. No call though.
Off and running is Nagel.
Contact here, some physical play out of these ladies.
Final minute of play in this first half.
Deep.
Summer wants the three. Tapped out by Moore. They do get that partial reset. 15 left on that partial reset. Berger leaves it for Moore. Got it.
Looking one way, snake eye pass right in the middle for two.
Moore took that contact and got the shot off. 30 seconds as Smith goes up with the shot.
Stay down here then.
Clock stops with 29.2. They'll send Sierra Robinson in for Addie Nagel. About a 8-second difference between clocks. Near side left corner, they'll try to post it up for Smith. She'll back in on Summers.
Skyhook and
hits.
That was a nice play. Skyhooked it, right hand, floated it over to 4-2 and 1.
Summers, a player, has a lot of length to her long arms. Smith just backed in, hooked it right up and over number 1 for the Warriors. Free throw comes up short, final 16 seconds as the ball deflected out of play. 14.6 is left in the half. And again, Lawrence Tech just slowly chipping away a bit at this lead.
If I'm Rochester, I'm getting a little worried. You want to score here at least before the half, take that momentum into the next half.
Inbound feed comes to the logo for Melanie Moore. 10 to shoot for the Warriors. With it, Shahad Bakar, high off glass, no. Final 5 seconds, stolen away.
Foul.
And with 1.3 seconds to go, a foul underneath, and the Warriors will shoot free throws.
Thought you were getting a free bucket there. Dipped your hand in the cookie jar. Could not come away with it, though. Get a second chance, though, with 2 at the line.
Riley placed at the line. First free throw comes up short. And yeah, it looked like if Lawrence Tech could have held on to that initial defensive rebound, they had about 6 seconds where they could have tried to push for one more shot. Yep. Warriors did well to rip that ball away. 1 out of 2 at the free throw line for place. Final hoist at the buzzer comes up well short, and that is how the first half will end. 34-21, our score at the break. A couple stats from that first 20 minutes. Lawrence Tech battled back in that second frame. Again, we're outscored 17-5 in the first quarter. 17-16 was the tally in the second quarter. Warriors shoot at 30, we'll call it 39% from the floor in that first half to 30% for Lawrence Tech. Free throws go even both ways at 5 out of 8, but again, 15 turnovers in that first half from Lawrence Tech. The difference so far as they trail it at the half by 13. 34-21 is our halftime score. We'll step aside, second half on deck on your home for Warriors basketball. 34-21 is our halftime score, just moments away from beginning the second half. My broadcast partner Trent Fagan, I'm Stephen McDonald. Warriors and Lawrence Tech doing battle here on a Saturday afternoon. The men's game will take place just about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, but we still have 20 more minutes to get to in the second half of this contest. Celeste Mershimer had a game-high 10 points back in the first half of play. Melanie Moore added 8 for the Warriors. And one player we talked about in that first half of play, Amari Martin, comes in just about 2.4 steals per game, already had 2 in that first half of play. She comes in 5th in conference play in steals per game with 2, so already at that mark just 20 minutes in.
She didn't play a lot of the first half there, so she's got a lot of energy on those legs to get back and get as many steals as she can.
Dee Dee Smith put up the shot, followed her own miss, but had it pulled away. Blue Devils come up empty on their first possession of the second half. Didn't shoot it too well in that first half of play, just about 30%. Also dealt with those 15 turnovers. Summers drives in, and there's her first bucket of the afternoon.
Plan to see many more of those. I expect these Rochester ladies to come on here with a bang. The last about 3 minutes of that game was very scrappy for them. I don't think they got a lot of offensive plays that they really wanted to do at the end of that second quarter.
Already a minute into this third quarter. Send it outside. Corner pocket 3 is up and through for Gracie Bobo.
Nice shot from the corner. Amari left her mark, and she paid for it. Ooh, we got a strip almost.
Just the third 3 of the afternoon for the Blue Devils. Not a team that really shoots it well from 3, just about 31% on the year. Off and running is Nagel. Dishes off for Smith through some contact, and we'll get a blocking foul underneath.
Yeah, there was some miscommunications. I think number 1 over there wasn't really expecting the ball to come to her in it, and it got to her a little faster, I think, than she thought it was going to be there.
That'll send Smith to the free throw line, and a reminder to check out the Warriors team store for all your apparel needs. Everything Under Armour, including t-shirts, hats, hoodies, and more. First free throw is good from Smith. You can check out that team store at rochesteruwarriors.com/team-store. Second free throw pops out for Smith. 1 out of 2 at the free throw line for number 0. 6 of 10 are the Blue Devils at the free throw line today. Mershimer off a bit of a rub screen from Summers. Thought about the 3, she'll drive in, get it blocked, and a collision out of bounds on the baseline will head down the other direction.
I think that's twice this game Rochester ladies have ran into their own teammate going after the ball, so got to remember the fundamentals of if you're on the same team here, Steve.
And all of a sudden, if Lawrence Tech can hit a shot here, it would be under 10. As we'll get a whistle and a foul. They'll get Amari Martin trying to fight through that screen.
She doesn't agree with that one. Just trying to make it physical, just trying to fight her way to the ball. Refs thought it was a little too aggressive. Called her for it.
That'll be her third. And that's a bit of a reason why she didn't play as much in that first half. And this time trying to fight through that screen, Amari Martin draws the offensive foul this time.
She got it right back. That's what you like to see. The point of her game is to be scrappy and get those questionable calls where it could go either way. This time it falls for the Warriors.
Shahad Bakar with it, gives off straight away for Summers. 15 to shoot for the Warriors, 7.5 to go in the third quarter. Stepping back with it is Ashley Loon. Spinning, Shahad Bakar, and she traveled with it, changed her pivot foot on the drive. And again, an opportunity for the Blue Devils with a bucket, can get it back under 10. On the try is Nagel, and it rolled off the rim. Tried to follow her own miss. Picking it off the deck was Summers. Here comes Amari Martin. Sets it up for Bakar for
Flash! They've been rare this game, but when they hit, man, are they impactful.
Just the second three-point make for the Warriors. And you said it, Trent. Threes have been kind of a rarity in this game. They've combined for 22 between these two teams, just 5 makes out of those attempts. Send it to the free throw line for Ferris. Good defense that time by Summers, forces the turnover.
Another pickpocket to look like.
They'll swing it around to number 1. She'll step inside the paint.
Hop step.
Amari Martin, floater, good.
Once again, extending that lead. Kind of been the pattern here all game where Rochester gives them a few of hope. A few shots in, glimpse of hope.
Smith with the right hand answers back at the other end. And that basket a moment ago from Amari Martin, just her second basket of the day. She's 2 of 4. Also has a couple rebounds, an assist, and those couple steals as we mentioned. Bakar for Melanie Moore, goes handoff with Shahad Bakar.
Step back.
Shot away from Amari Martin, just above the free throw line that time. 5:42 to go in the quarter.
Could not make that one fall. Good shot selection on her, though.
Send it outside for Bobo. She's knocked down a couple threes this afternoon. Inside for Ferris. Up through a crowd. Offensive rebound and a foul will go against Melanie Moore.
Some scrappy play down there in the paint. Everyone went up. LT got the foul for it.
That'll put Jacobs on the free throw line. Ella Berger and Grace Lotus back into the game for the Warriors. That'll send Melanie Moore and J.C. Summers to the bench. Free throw is good. First point for Jacobs, and make it 2. Gives her 2 points, 3 rebounds for Kate Jacobs. Mershimer and Dee Dee Smith are tied for a game-high 10 points. Gracie Bobo has 9. Melanie Moore has 8 for the Warriors. Send it to the logo straight away for Amari Martin. Had it knocked away by Dee Dee Smith and out of bounds.
Powerful block there, it looked like. Brought her to the ground. See some aggression out of LT here. They're going to need a lot more of that if they want to get back in this game soon.
That'll be just the first on Dee Dee Smith. Team's second of the quarter, 5:08 to go in the quarter. That'll put Amari Martin to the free throw line. First free throw through. Martin, one of those players for the Warriors and Coach Ocampo, can impact the game in a lot of ways. Averages 8 points, just under 4 assists per game. Also, no stranger to swiping the basketball.
A great two-way player. She can be on offensive threat, or if they need her, she can clamp almost anybody on any team.
Smith out of control, threw up a shot and got it to go.
Of course, just as I say that, they screen her off.
Martin sends it for Lotus. Curls around Martin. Looks like a long 2. Blue Devils wanted to travel on Ella Berger. Didn't get the call, but they do get the basketball. 4.5 to go in the third. Float it down low. And we'll get a whistle down low as the feed went to Jacobs.
Now, Steve, that's the second time they ran that play, and both times it has ended at the line. I expect that they're going to run that play probably a couple more times during this game and probably go back to the line.
That'll send Jacobs to the free throw line. She's 2 for 2 on the day. Make it 3 for 3. She's now 21 of 23 overall on the year at the free throw line.
Timeout, it looks like.
Timeout called on the floor. 4:27 to go in the quarter. One more free throw coming on the other side of the timeout for Jacobs. That free throw, if she makes it, will cut it back to a 10-point ball game. Timeout on the floor on your home for Warriors basketball. .427 remaining in the third quarter. My broadcast partner Trent Fagan, I'm Stephen McDonald. Second free throw coming for Kate Jacobs. If she can knock it down, all of a sudden Warriors would be in a 10-point ball game. Free throw rims out. Offensive rebound, Dee Smith, and her follow-up, no, but a foul underneath.
Another one. Rochester is just going to get in this hole here, keep giving them these rebounds, and then they end up at the line, cutting this lead down to 11 right now.
That'll be the third on Lotus. First free throw comes out for Dee Smith. And before she shoots the next one, make sure to subscribe to the Rochester Sports Network on YouTube so you never miss a minute of Warriors athletics. Nothing doing at the line, but tapped out of bounds on the baseline will stay at this end.
The basketball gods are giving every chance to LT right here to make this a comeback story. They just continue getting the ball back every chance. They just can't capitalize on making these points come out.
Trying to erase that tough start to the game they had in the first quarter. They got outscored 17-5. Stealing it one more time, Amari Martin. And will stay at this end as it was poked loose by the Blue Devils.
I wonder if that'll count on the spreadsheet as a steal for Amari, though. Looked like she kicked it all the way down the court there, Steve.
4:15 to go, third quarter. Inbound comes to Shahad Bakar. And we got a whistle, a foul, as she looked to pass.
Probably in the last 5 minutes of this game, only a minute of actual clock time has passed with all the fouls and all the free throws here.
Going back to that steal a moment ago, they give it to Ella Berger. She'll pull up. Can't knock down the shot just above the elbow. So it was Berger with the steal, but Amari Martin was there to pick it up off the floor. 4 minutes to play in the quarter. Handoff goes Dee Smith.
On the back, getting fancy with it. Ooh,
she's backed up on Amari Martin. 10 to shoot for the Blue Devils, trying to get back to within 10. Poked away. Ashley Loon got a left hand on it, off and running Shahad Bakar outside. Ella Berger didn't know if she wanted to pass it or shoot it there. Does get rid of it. 3.5 to go in the third. Driving Shahad Bakar. Hands off Berger.
Loses it. Back to Rochester, though.
10 to shoot for the Warriors. And again, Berger not sure what she was trying to do that time.
Moonshot.
Underneath 2 and 1. And with 2 seconds to shoot, the Warriors draw a foul. Melanie Moore threw it up over her head.
Man, I tell you, if she would have made that and the and one, I think this place would have blown up.
They'll get Kate Jacobs with the foul. That'll be the third on her. At the free throw line is Melanie Moore. First one's good. That gives Moore 9 points. And looks like they're going to get a lane violation on Ella Berger. Just got caught leaning in that time.
And I tell you, LT's bench, they let her hear it too. They called it out before it even happened, it looked like. Three
on the way and through. Gracie Bobo again. She's picked her moments in this game where she's hit that open 3 in the corner. Inside of 10-point differential with 2:45 to go in the third. Warriors trying to weather this storm a bit. Crossing over is Mershimer. Berger comes up short off the front end and will go the other way. An offensive foul.
Scrappy play down under. Berger has had a few shots now where she's followed it. Oh, they're down at the other end. Ref's telling her. Ref's telling her they're inbounding it over here. Oh, they're in the bonus? They're in the bonus, it looks like.
It's been a much different game since that first quarter. 17-5 was the score after one. Warriors winning the second quarter by just one, 17-16. Free throw is good for Nagel. They're now winning the third quarter by a 15-10 mark. Second free throw jumps off the rim, tapped by Summers, controlled by the Warriors. So again, Lawrence Tech continuing to just chip away at this lead. The Warriors have led from the opening jump, but Lawrence Tech not making life easy for them as of late. Summers backs in, off glass, no, got her own miss. Blue Devils wanted a travel, but looked like Summers was bobbling that basketball. 10 to shoot off the reset. Amari Martin drives.
And one!
She scores it, counted in the foul, and a hug from Melanie Moore to go along with it. 2:01 to go in the third, and Amari Martin will step to the stripe.
And one. Place went crazy for that one. Watching it dribble in.
Her free throw halfway down, it spins out. But you're right, Trent. That got the bench back into it, as well as the crowd. Smith
broke
from
her
just
ankles
above the free throw line followed her own miss. Looks like she took a shot in the ribs, and she's feeling it after she got her own miss. 10 to shoot for the Blue Devils. Had it blocked by Summers.
Two defenders. Don't know what that shot selection was there, Steve. Got two defenders on her. Didn't decide to kick it out, especially in a crucial time. About a minute 20 left in the game. Down by 10. Swoop. There it is.
Swoop and score from Celeste Mershimer. And watching Dee Dee Smith on that last defensive series, spent most of it up until the shot from Mershimer grabbing at that side. You see top of your screen has it now, was holding on to that right side until she got the pass.
And all game, we've been talking about the physicality here, Steve. It's just been a rough, scrappy game, so she's got to fight through if she wants to get back in it.
Smith goes up, had it ripped down, but they'll say a foul on the way up. They get Mershimer. Clock stops with 53.2 to go in the third.
Looked like she also tweaked her ankle there, too. Can't really see it from all the cluster that was going up. She had about 3 Warriors on her going up for that shot, so a little difficult, but she's clearly in pain still. She's got to fight through it if she wants to bring these Blue Devils back from this deficit.
First free throw is good for Smith. Didn't start the basketball game, did Dee Smith, but she's played a good amount of minutes this afternoon, and as of the last few minutes has really shown some effort and has taken some body shots to go along with it. Can't hit the second one, but she'll get it back and put it
Gets
in.
Her bucket back. Said even through the pain, I'm still fighting.
Clock rolling, 42 seconds to go in the quarter. That lead again trimmed down to 9. Across midcourt with it is Shahad Bakar. Martin gives it off Summers. She'll try a straightaway 3. Tapped and controlled by the Blue Devils. Shot clock is off, 20 seconds to go. To the front court looks to be Nagel.
Moore was really trying to fight for that rebound. Dee Smith, though, in the
Smith
life.
hesitates. Outside 3 is up. Off the mark from Bobo. Amari Martin with 3 to shoot. Floats it. Can't hit. And they'll just watch the final 2 seconds tick down off the defensive board from Kate Jacobs. A hectic final few minutes of that third quarter comes to a conclusion. It's 48-39. Warriors lead it after 3. They've led it from the start, but the Blue Devils not going anywhere. 10 more minutes left in this one on your home for Warriors basketball. Blue Devils won the third quarter 18-14 after it had seemingly been all Rochester so far in this one. We begin the fourth quarter 48-39. My broadcast partner Trent Fagan, I'm Stephen McDonald. Pass deflected, controlled by Summers. They'll send it around for Amari Martin. Hangs, can't hit. Rebound came down to Kate Jacobs. In possession with it was Gracie Bobo, gave it off to Jacobs.
See if the Blue Devils can have a spark like they did last quarter. See, we got some scrappy off-ball movement right now.
They'll swing it around for Nagel, just above the free throw line, and good.
Ash.
Excellent look from Nagel.
Had a double screen to support her by her 2 bigs. Gave her a clear shot of the basket.
Warriors with the basketball, up 7, driving. Martin, got it.
There it is. Her signature floater.
Dee Smith on the other end.
That's a
and
charge.
An offensive foul. Dee Smith, a big part of that run late in the third quarter, took some body blows, was feeling it on that right side. Towards the end of that third quarter, she goes in trying to make something happen for her team and gets the offensive foul, a big stop for the Warriors defense.
She went down, got up, and pointed right at our bench and said, "That's how I take those." Getting a spark
Melanie
of
Moore
life.
goes down low for Summers, looking to pass off, and does for Shahad Bakar. Summers steps outside, backs her way in. 4 to shoot for the Warriors.
Oh.
Stumbling and turning it over was Summers. Away with it is Smith. She'll pass off on the lay-in. Good is Jade Ferris.
Taking advantage of a slippery spot on the court. LT gets another one, cut this lead down to 7 here. I don't think it's been this close since the first 7 that were scored. Oh,
Step
clear basket.
through, but can't hit the shot. Clapped her hands together in frustration. Did Shahad Bakar.
Jumper way off.
Follow up, no. Rebound by Summers. Loose on the deck. We've got a tie-up, and we should stay at this end with Lawrence Tech on the possession arrow.
Crimson Crazies are holding their heads, saying, "What is that call?" No one can believe that is a jump ball here.
Summers had the initial rebound in her hands, had it ripped away, and then the tie-up on the floor stays at this end. Summers checks out along with Riley Place. 7:45 to go in our basketball game. On the post, too strong that time from Jacobs. Corralling it was Amari Martin. Wide
Good
open
pass.
underneath, and the lay-in on the reverse good from Shahad Bakar. Give the assist to Amari Martin.
Great inside vision there. Saw it looking at one of her teammates. Slip backdoor. Great pass, great bucket.
They'll slip it inside for Ferris. Tried to turn the corner and got fouled. And after that last lay-in by Shahad Bakar, Coach Ocampo clapping his hands as his team had a good look that time. Also helps out the score on the scoreboard in their favor. 52-43 with 7:15 to go. Turning back with it was Bobo. 10 to shoot for the Blue Devils. Driving Ferris. Draws a double team, can't hit the shot. Follow up good. Basket on the putback good by Kate Jacobs. 52-45 our score. 6:57 to go in the ball game. We'll take a timeout. This is the Rochester Sports Network. .657 to go in the game, 52-45. Warriors in front, but Lawrence Tech making life difficult for the Warriors. Both teams have 2 players in double figures. Dee Smith leads everyone with 15. Celeste Mershimer leads the Warriors with 12. Amari Martin has the basketball driving to her left. They'll get it to the free throw line for Clark. Poked free by Dee Smith. Will stay here. Still 18 to shoot for the Warriors. 6:44 remaining in the game. Again, the men's team will be in action just about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one as Martin rises, can't hit the shot.
Ooh.
Tapped out of bounds, and they'll say going the other way to the Blue Devils. Couple players converging on that basketball.
Nice hustle, though. You'll like to see that towards the end of a game, fighting for every minute. Every possession counts right here, as you can see. Been a low-scoring game here. They average about, 70 there, Steve, for Rochester, and about 50 for LT.
Wide open three. Too strong, rebound tapped, controlled by Shahad Bakar. That shot came from Huey. Off a screen, drives in. Passes off, Amari Martin. Gimme that. Sneaks it in, caught glass on the way down. 6 minutes to play.
Gave her the hezzy. The defender fell for it. She paid the price. Ooh.
Driving Dee Smith outside for Huey. Extra pass on the head fake. With contact, goes to the floor. Shot won't fall, but a foul on the shot try.
There was some heavy contact here on an off-ball screen. I think the Rochester Warrior fan base would have liked to seen a call there, but they don't get it, unfortunately.
That'll be number 4 on Amari Martin. That'll send Nagel to the free throw line. First one pops off for her. A reminder, the women's basketball team will be back at home Saturday, December 9th as they take on Michigan Dearborn. Tip-off for that game is 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll have that for you right here on the Rochester Sports Network. Second one's good from Addie Nagel. That'll bring Mershimer and Lotus back into the ball game. Clark and Martin will sit. 5:45 remaining in the game. Mershimer, Lotus, Bakar, Loon, and Melanie Moore on the floor. Coach Ocampo going with both his bigs. 3 on the way from Loon.
Good shot selection, good look. Just couldn't make it fall there. Need that one here late in the game for Rochester.
Turning the corner, sends it back outside for Bobo. Dee Smith will catch a screen, steps back to her left, 12 to shoot for Lawrence Tech. Nagel on the drive, off glass.
Bucket.
My goodness, leaning back, kissed it off glass, and it's a 6-point ball game inside of 5 to go.
Tough bucket there.
Mentioned it earlier in the game, Warriors lead the all-time series 9-4. They have a 4-3 mark in the series at home. Lawrence Tech looking to put a dent in that this afternoon. 6 to shoot for Melanie Moore, and a reach in and a foul.
As the progression of this game has been going, the scrappier and scrappier it has been. Defense has just been at an all-time high right now for both of these teams. Looks like we're taking a timeout here, though.
We've got 4:33 to play. The Warriors clinging to a 6-point lead. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside on the Rochester Sports Network. Warriors' lead has dwindled to 6, 54-48 our score. Still 4.5 to go in the ball game. Still anyone's game at this point. Warriors in the all-time series have won the last 7. Lawrence Tech looking to end that drought here this afternoon. Inbound comes to Mershimer.
Barely got there. Looks like some communication of who that ball was going to, though. Took it from her big.
Mershimer with it, 10 to shoot. She'll drive in. Comes up short on the shot. Pulled off the ground by Smith. Smith has been everywhere for the Blue Devils in this second half. She'll get bumped, put up the shot.
Trying to draw a foul there. Didn't get it.
Yeah, tried to absorb that contact. As Mershimer does just get it across before that 10-second call. She has it now, 10 to shoot for the Warriors. They'll swing it around for Lotus.
Both the bigs
Loon
like
got tied up. Mershimer for 3.
There
yes.
it is. Last. Big 3 out of Mershimer.
Warriors needed that in a big way. 3.5 remaining in the game. Dee Smith with the basketball. A sub waiting to come in for both sides. Looks like Amari Martin. As a travel by the Blue Devils, Amari Martin will come in.
Rochester
as
fan
does
base.
Addie Nagel.
Crimson Crazies, as they call them here at Rochester, showing their love and support, having the defensive chance. Might have played a play in that travel there.
Crowd has really filled in since the start of this one. Just underneath us here at Garth Pleasant Arena. My broadcast partner, Trent Fagan. I'm Stephen McDonald. Moore swings it around for Ashley Loon. 3:05 to go in the ball game.
Top of the key where she hit that last 3.
Martin dumps it inside for Lotus.
Going to work.
Kicks it outside for Loon, right in
Deep
front of her
3.
bench. Yes! She puts it in for 3, right in front of her bench. We're inside of 3 to play, and the lead has been pushed back to 12.
There it is, the tail of the tape every time Rochester gives them hope. And one, though.
Dee Smith says not so fast, puts it in, and draws the foul.
As I was just interrupted there, talking about the tail of the tape today is every time Rochester is up big, LT has just come back and keeps on fighting. Their will to win this game has not stopped. But with 2 minutes left, 2 minutes and 41 seconds left, might be a little too late to call it. We shall see.
Smith at the free throw line. And yeah, you look at it, quarter by quarter breakdown. If Lawrence Tech unable to come back this afternoon, they'll look at that first quarter as sort of the one that got away. Free throw is off.
But they get it
the
back,
offensive
though.
Rebound. Kick it over to Ferris. She'll push her way in along the baseline, sends it outside, swing it around. Bobo for 3.
Large.
Gracie Bobo for 3 again. Lawrence Tech, not a team that hits a high percentage of threes, but she has been what they've needed this afternoon from distance. Back to a 7-point ball game in the blink of an eye. We've got 2:28 to go on your home for Warriors basketball. The Warriors' lead just a moment ago was 6. They hit a couple threes, pushed their lead back to 12, but a lay-in by Dee Smith and then an offensive rebound on her free throw try resulted in a three-pointer from Gracie Bobo. All of a sudden, the Warriors' lead is back down to just 7. Trent Fagan, Stephen McDonald here with you. 2:13 to go in the game. Melanie Moore with it. for Mershimer.
Head fake, good head fake,
Driving,
good
dishes off Melanie Moore.
Oh!
Rolled it over the rim, but draws the foul. She'll step to the free throw line with 2:04 remaining in the basketball game. And this is a big game. We talked about this pregame off-air, Trent. Kind of a big game for both these teams in terms of the conference standings in the early going of this 2023 season. Warriors come in 1-2 in conference play. Blue Devils 2-2 in league play. So again, big in terms of the standings. Don't want to drop too many early games if you can avoid it. Free throw jumps off for Melanie Moore.
Yeah, this is the WAC. It's super competitive on both levels. Every team has a chance to beat every team week in and week out. So every conference game.
Looked like Kate Jacobs put a foot in the lane there. Doesn't get the call. Warriors were hit with a lane violation earlier this half.
Get away with another.
With the basketball, high off glass, no. Poked free by Dee Smith. Excellent individual effort from number 0. 8-point ball game. We've got 1:42 to go.
Every possession counts here on both sides of the ball.
Nagel dished off. Try a 3 on the wing.
Kate
Jacobs.
Rochester, you want to get a point here to try to get that lead back to where it was, or just anything. Try to hold the ball, kill some time. Rebound here is going to be important from the bigs here.
And an excellent effort by the Blue Devils. Again, if they can't come back in this one, they'll certainly look back to that first quarter as the reason why. Mershimer steps through some contact, off glass, no. Offensive board, Melanie Moore. Lotus tries again. Can't get the shot, but will draw the foul. A couple chances there for the Warriors will result in free throws as we hit 57.9 seconds to go.
2 crucial chances to try to get the and 1 there. Didn't come up with it either time. Warriors at the line, though, has been excellent, though.
First free throws off.
Of course, I say that.
Now 9 of 15 are the Warriors at the free throw line today. Only shoot about 64% at the free throw line on the year, so that's about where they are this afternoon. Second one is good that time from Lotus. Back to a 6-point game as Melanie Moore down behind the play. Smith to the middle of the paint, picked up her dribble.
Jump
and
ball.
we've got a tie-up and should go the other way with the Warriors. Shahad Bakar tying up the basketball.
That is a crucial point, crucial jump ball for Rochester. They can get it in. Looks like they're having a press here. First time we've seen it. Had a little bit of it in the first quarter. Did a half-court press, but looks like they're going to have a full court. Oh, timeout, it looks like.
With 48.3 seconds to go, the Warriors' lead is 6. We do have a timeout called on the floor. We'll step aside. This is the Rochester Sports Network. Well, we've had a moment to catch our breath. 48.3 seconds remaining in the basketball game. 62-56 our score. And a reminder, the The men's game between the Warriors and Blue Devils will tip off just about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, I'd say.
And you can see on both sides, LT men's in the tunnel right now. Rochester men's over on the side, they're eager to play their game.
Summers will trigger on the inbound, throws it in for Mershimer, taken back. Addie Nagel the steal, and
Stolen
taken
right
away.
back.
Shahad Bakar stepped in front of the pass intended for Dee Smith, and then we'll get a foul on Nagel. Potentially disastrous situation there for the Warriors, averted by Shahad Bakar. Knew exactly where that basketball was going. Mershimer's free throw falls. 35.7 seconds remaining.
And as you saw in the last play, you could see Nagel just wear it on her face saying, "That's my bad. I'm sorry about that."
Can't hit the second one.
Timeout.
And on the rebound, a quick timeout called by the Blue Devils. 35.1 seconds. It's 63-56 on your home for Warriors basketball. .1 seconds remaining. The lead for the Warriors is 7. They're trying to run their winning streak in this all-time series to 8 games. They would also pick up all-time win number 10 in the series. They're currently 9-4 all-time against the Blue Devils. Sideline inbound for Dee Smith. They'll hand it off to her, being pressured by Melanie Moore.
Had a quick double team there. I think that's the strategy. Double the go-getters on their team. Tight defense, though, out of Rochester.
With it now is Gracie Bobo. Puts up a shot. Looks like before that, a whistle and a foul. They'll get Ashley Loon with the foul.
I think they took too much time trying to set something up here when they should have just gone for it. Blue Devils, 20 seconds left, 0.2.
And even
difference.
despite the foul, good job by Loon that time, forcing Bobo off the three-point line. 5 of 9
Blocked,
from
though, it looked like.
three-point range this game. And we'll get a reach and a foul as Mershimer brought it across midcourt. And unless Lawrence Tech has one miraculous push left in them in this game, looks like the Warriors will hang on. Of course, have to hit their free throws these final 14 seconds. Mershimer at the line puts up the first and drops it in. Mershimer 17 points, 2 assists today. Second one is good as well, gives her 18.
Might be the dagger.
Final 10 seconds as into the front court comes Nagel. They'll give off to Dee Smith. Up fake comes from Bobo. Have to put up a shot. Nagel does and swishes it in just as time expires. But too little, too late for the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. Warriors win it 65-59 the final. They'll improve to 5-5 overall, 2-2 in conference play as we get you some final stats in this one before we sign off. Again, the men's game will tip off just a little bit from now, so stick with us here on the Rochester Sports Network. Warriors shoot at 39% in the game, 13 of 20 from the free throw line. Only turned it over 12 times today, 24 turnovers for the Blue Devils. That was really the story of the game, especially in that first quarter that Lawrence Tech trailed after one, 17-5. Celeste Mershimer finishes with a game-high 18 points thanks to those last two free throws, while Dee Dee Smith led the Blue Devils with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. But again, the Warriors improved their all-time record in this series to 10-4. They're now 5-3 in the series here at Garth Pleasant Arena, and they've now pushed their winning streak all-time to 8 games. For SID Hussein Murray and my broadcast partner Trent Fagan, I'm Stephen McDowell saying so long from Garth Pleasant Arena, where your final score one final time is the Warriors 65 and the Blue Devils of Lawrence Tech 59. This has been a presentation of the Rochester